Hello, good morning. My name is Almai, and this is my presentation for English Composition 2. Okay, so today my topic is the evolution of Singapore education system. So, as we know, Singapore education system had changed over the years, and education has been a key to Singapore's success. And since independent in 1965, Singapore system had developed to meet new challenges. Okay, so let's explore how they start till today. Okay, this is my content that I will cover in my presentations. Okay, this is like I mentioned before. Okay, so let's talk about building the foundations. Is the periods of 1965 to 1928. You know, as we know, the Singapore gained independent in 1965, and Singapore focused on giving every child basic education, and no English was taught for global opportunity, while their mother tongue language preserved as beautiful cultures. And also, the government built school, and they start to train the teacher qualifiedly, and also ensure universal universal primary education. These strong foundations have reduced dropout rate, and unite the Singapore devoted society. Okay, next. Okay, let's talk about the efficiency. After the periods of building the foundation, they just focus on the efficiency. Okay, it's the periods of 1929 and 1996. Okay, in 90 and 1990, the system became more efficient, and the teacher qualify improve with the National Institute of Education is called NIE in 1991. And bilingualism. What is bilingualism? Bilingualism is can speak a person who can speak two language fluently. So, for example, in Singapore, the main language, or I mean, the mother tongue is not English. It is like you see in the screen, Mandarin, Malay, and Malay or Tamil. It is their mother tongues and for Singapore people. So what they use English is they use for the global economy, and they use mother tongue for preserve, and also to value their cultural roots. And uh, the string they how to say streaming help students learn at their own pace, and ensuring and no one was left behind the culture. And also they always try to preserve as a cultural heritage from their ancestor. Okay, so for the next, okay, this is a bit. I'm also interested in this part. Is the periods of 1997 to 2011 is the topic. What I mentioned is thinking school and learning nations. At the time, uh, by the end of the 1990, Singapore shaped the critical thinking, and they just focus on creativity and something like that. And also this thinking school and learning nation, we should encourage holistic education. Holistic education is not only just focus on academic performance, but also they just focus on the character building, you know. And what I mean the character build, they just not focus on the grade. They just focus on the character, how they behave each other between the student or also between the teacher each other. Yeah, all things are includes. As you can see, there is the Mr. Lee Kuan Yew said that in 2011, Jingbu is the work in progress and needs to understand that vulnerability, that fragility of our society and keep it in cohesion. Start off with multiple people, no common language, no common culture, but created a very rare society where people of all races live in the same tower blocks and now speak a common language which is not their native language, which I cite in the Covenant in 2011. It's mean, Singapore is still in a progress. It's mean, yeah, it is developing, but it is still need to develop more and more. That's why the when the former Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew said that. Okay, so let's talk about the 2012 to the till the present. It's mean the student centric and future ready. It's mean, as we know today, education puts uh student exam. Exam like how to say PSEL. PSEL is mean like a primary. They just take it at primary. It's like an exam to pass the uh, primary, like a primary sake. They reduce that kind of exam. They just focus on the character and how they value the citizenship education. And also, the another thing which is interesting is that Singbu has been focusing on to embrace, to force for digital learning. It is the type of is started from the post-COVID periods. Uh, you know, uh, I think Singapore has till now is all the way, how to say, uh, and to learn the student to be techno to be to be how to say good to be good and to be efficiency as the field of technology. And as you see, it is the teaching process of the Singapore education system is just focused on the student learning experience. They just like a triangle is in here, contents, aim, and object, contents, key. What what we teach, what kinds of objective do we need to set, and what kind of objective student will gain from from the objective. And also the teaching strategy is very important. Also assessment, whether we teach, whether we do some activity, it is good, or but if we don't have a proper assessment, there will be no, I think there will be no, how to say, qualify. That's why we need to be assessment, good assessment, I think. So I would like to end is with a leader consensus, which is uh the prime minister when he, I think, uh when he becoming a prime minister, he just tell this the education. I mean, after the independent. Oh, no, 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 no. Just when he became a prime minister. Okay, I will read about it. I am extremely anxious about the generation that is up growing up literature, but uneducated. They can read, they can write, and they can pass the examination, but they are not really educated. They have not found, they have not developed, they are not effective teachers for the community. It's mean like our education system. I mean, I am not mentioning the country, so yeah, we can be our generation, and also we can be good at literature, like rote planning, right? Like memorize. Yeah, in this case, uh, I don't say that memorize is not good. Memorize is good, but it is depend on the system, how system shape the student to memorize. Sometimes memorize, but memorize is good, but in practical, if we don't if we don't use that memorize in our practical, is nonsense, like, right? Is like a nonsense. So that is mean uneducated. They can read, yes, they can read, they can write, they can pass the examination, but uneducated is very good, but they are not really educated, they have not found, they have not developed. So that's why what I reflect when I read these concerns, even though we are good at how theory, how to say, how the grade, good grade in exam, but uh, we need to use in our daily life what what we teach in the activity, and what we learn from the theory. We need to show out, not show off. You need to be show out the effort in prep. I mean in practical life. Yeah, it is the end of my presentation. This I uh, I cite from the references. I cite from the citation. You can see. Okay, thank you for watching me and teaching me. Thank you.